for our first heavyweight tournament match in the ring. Lance Cade. Let's go to the introduction to Haas.
In the rings, hailing from San Antonio, Texas, representing the HWA, Lance Cade! And his opponent.
Well, Les, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a tremendous, tremendous match. And let's take a moment to explain as we see the entrance of the WWF superstar turned W.C.W. trainer Haku, along with Mike Sanders. Well, this is the tournament, the first match of the tournament for the HWA title. Let's get our ring introductions and we'll explain just exactly why.
Coming to the ring, hailing from the Kingdom of Tonga, representing W.C.W. Haku!
Les, we've heard the introductions, and as you know, Patrick Black, the commissioner of the HWA, put the names of Ray Steele and Mark Jindrak in the tournament to start with. They would wrestle for the HWA Championship, but Jindrak, due to the beating last week by the WCW gang, is out of action. So 11 other names were drawn, and now we've got a tournament.
We certainly do. There'll be 2 matches on TV for the next 3 weeks, and then of the first round. Then the 4th week, we'll see 3 quarterfinal pairings, and then on Wednesday, November the 14th, the semifinal and final matches will be held at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds Coliseum in Dayton.
On the HWA debut in Dayton is going to be so important, with both the semifinal and the final matches in the HWA Heavyweight Championship tournament being held as part of that big card at the Montgomery County Coliseum. But you got to remember that Haku, one of the toughest men in this business, was a WWF superstar for years and has recently aligned himself with W.C.W. And of course, Mike Sanders in the corner can do nobody any good. Sanders, the kind of guy that brightens up a room when he leaves it. I have not discovered yet his purpose or reason for existence otherwise than to get under everybody's skin. But it doesn't take a lot of Mike Sanders' gravy less to go all over my plate.
I heard that. Well, you know, this guy's got a manager's license, a wrestler's license, a referee's license. I don't know if he promotes and sells concessions too or not, Jim, but he seems to have his finger in his nose and everything going on.
Well, Lance Cade, the youngster from San Antonio, Texas, a student of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, at only 20 years old. He has so much potential, so much of a future, so far to go in this industry. But if Lance Cade tries to fight Haku nose to nose, he's going to be wasting his time and possibly letting himself in for a hospital stay. Lance Cade has got to play this thing smart and wait for Haku to make one of his rare mistakes. And Cade right now, wait a minute, Cade must have hurt us. Cade acquitting himself quite well. Hip toss, goes for the high leg drop, but the veteran Haku moves out of the way.
He's not a speed demon Haku, but he's steady as she goes, and he is a powerful man. Cade making the mistake, into the kidney area. That's going to take the wind out of Cade's sails, and when it does, he's in trouble.
Well, you can see the pain now running across the countenance of the face of young Lance Cade as he tries to figure some way to climb this mountain named Haku that he's been put in the ring with. And Haku, the veteran that he is, figuring a man as tall and lanky as Lance Cade would need a lot of support from his back. His back is what gives him a lot of leverage, and that's what Haku is working on, is the back. Well, now he's just blatantly choking him right in front of the referee, and Sanders dangerously close, lurking in the shadows, in the corner. I'll tell you, if Cade can defeat Haku in this first round tournament match, it would do so much to elevate Cade's stock in this business. But let's face it, folks, it is an uphill battle against a monster, a behemoth, the size and the strength and the power of Haku.
And you know what? When I look at Haku and Mike Sanders, I remember we got a big Halloween bash coming up Wednesday, October the 31st.
Yeah, Halloween's the only day that Sanders could go out as is.
Coming to Kentucky, Jillian's Warehouse. Bring your SmackDown ticket stub from Cincinnati and get a discount. Great array of stars, all of them you're seeing here on the HWA television program. Right now, Lance Cade needs to get his act together.
I was about to say that Lance Cade will be a part of the big Jillian's Halloween bash if he can make it through this match. And Cade, all of a sudden, he moved out of the way of Haku. And like we said, Haku, not a speed demon, but he doesn't make a lot of mistakes because of his long experience. But now Cade trying to press the advantage, trying to make things happen for himself. And Cade's a gutsy young man, and you got to give him that. He's got all the raw potential in the world. Oh, wait a minute, what the heck? Oh, no!
Sanders.
I didn't even see Sanders with that chair until he just hit him with Cade. What the hell?
Charlie Haas.
There's a 3 count. Cade is lost, but there's Charlie Haas. Charlie Haas knocked Sanders down, got that chair, and now he's clearing the ring of Sanders and Haku.
Haku wins
has
the
won.
tournament. Yes, he's going to advance into the second round, but Charlie Haas has saved Lance Cade's bacon. No two ways about that. Sanders wanted to talk it over now.
Well, Charlie Haas standing there holding that chair. Wait a minute, Cade turned around and saw Charlie Haas holding the chair. Cade didn't see who hit him.
Does he think? Yes.
He must think it was Charlie Haas. That's ridiculous. But Cade was unaware. Cade had his back turned. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, the misunderstanding here, obviously. If it weren't for Charlie Haas, Lance might be still on that canvas and have Haku and Sanders both kicking his head in.
Well, now there's a handshake, but it looked like a reluctant one. I think there'll be some explaining to do back in the locker room, and Sanders and Haku have stolen the victory here.
He certainly have, and we're going to have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to see Cruiserweight champion Jamie Noble in action.